All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully, most on your house, y'all's blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the most on your house, y'all's body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. I'm gonna get into this real quick. You know, yeah, man. I just want to get into this how the kingdom within, man. Like how the kingdom within us. Because I was actually just met a sister today. You know, good job. I told her she asked me, "Oh, what are you doing when you go home?" I'm saying, "Listen, I'm probably gonna read, lay down, watch TV and things of that nature." So she said, "Yeah, you like to read?" I was like, "Yeah, what do you like to read?" I said, "The scriptures, the word." Then she mentioned Psalms 46. I was like, "No, what?" Rather than me, because usually each day of the month, each day I read a proverb of that day because today's the 15th. Shout out to brother Elder Judah Mack, in Masharathi, but he brought that out. There's 31 proverbs in the each proverb for a day of the month, so I'll do that. So I usually do that, but now I was like, no, let me switch it up today. So I just took a look at Psalms 46, and she went into the one how she went to the first verse because I'm not as familiar with this one, but she just she paraphrased. She said it, and I was like, okay. She said how let's read verse 1. It says, Yahweh is our refuge, our strength, and a present in trouble. And that goes into the whole witness and testimony, even back to law, where the city of refuge, pretty much the city of refuge is is the most high house child, is your house child. Because one, it says because even when you look at the city of refuge in the law, and and also too in Joshua, it's if you can murder somebody innocently, but there's a place of refuge for you, but that just goes into Yahweh Shah, man. One, how we used to live, and now coming to him and in the faith, also to living according to promises, the obedience, instruction. He's a refuge now. That's why Proverbs 18 says what it says. He's like that strong city, man. That's the city. What that city of refuge, man. That's why in Genesis 11, he is that tower, man. Like that strong tower, that city of refuge, man. Because when you look at that, it's just the whole law. It's just if you murder somebody even by innocently, there's a you know that's a whole nother story for another day, man. Shout out to brother Sammy first one for pointing out, but pretty much the most time I had it written down, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, man, the most house is that city of refuge, man. Um, you know, but um, but yeah, man, I just want to get into this though, man. How the kingdom is that's all the witness and testimony, new covenant, man. That's just is what it is right here, man. Because let's get this too. Because Psalms 46, since I just looked at it, it says the heathen rage, kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, and the earth melted. Yeah, exactly. But see, with this now, let's go loot real quick, man. But because notice also to the heathen, none of this, because we were running to the second Esdras again, all different kingdoms in the past in the ancient world, man. Like this, the that those were kingdoms that can be moved just like this one will be, man. But there is one that one more importantly, here's where the kingdom is. Also too, heathen, when it says the heathen as well, the heathen also means godless. So man, whenever it's a godless kingdom, man, it's going to be moved, man. Not only just the no physical kingdom, but inward kingdom, man. That's why Proverbs. Let's go Proverbs 25 real quick, because real important. You know what? That goes back to Joshua, man. Because you know what? Here's the let's go Proverbs chapter 25 real quick. It says, "He that had no rule over his own spirit is like is like a city that's broken down without walls." So pause real quick. Now we can see this in the prophets with Joshua, man. Right after the law, because prophets kind of started there, but we saw it there. So what's the thing? What did we do in Joshua? We talked about it the other day with the whole shouting video thing, right? But what did we do that before that? We circled around about 7 days, right? And that being completion. But what we didn't say anything. What was that? Exodus 14:14. Hold your peace, and the Lord and the Most High house shall fight for you. In Job 13, hold your peace. It should be a wisdom, man. That's what it is. But then, of course, after that, Jericho, which was a godless place, godless city, because Jericho is named after their moon god that they worship, the moon goddess or god. So that was torn down because that was a heathen kingdom. That was a heathen place, man. Heathen meaning godless. So that's just is what it is. So he that have, but not more importantly, it's about what it's like. Shout out to brother Kwame called Shalimah and the brother Akawar and Elijah and brother Semi First. When things start with this with spiritual, then it manifests into the physical. Man, it starts in heavenly on earth as in heaven. It starts like there, then comes in physically. But it says he that had no rule of spirit is like a city that's broken down without wall. So here's a real kingdom, man. Luke chapter 17 verse dang, okay, I get that. 21 it says it says neither shall they say lo or lo here or lo there, for to behold the kingdom of your house is within you. So yeah, exactly that, and that's the Hebrews 12. That's a kingdom that can't be shaken or moved, man. When the word is in you, when the kingdom is within you, man. That's why, like, we talk about David had the kingdom already, man, because it was in him. Then he like spiritual, like then it manifested him to getting the physical kingdom, man. But he already had the kingdom when he was even running from, like, when he's living in caves and, like, running from Saul, man. Like, so. Yeah, just like your house already had the kingdom, man. So that's since the foundation of the world. But then, of course, the kingdom is going to give it to the Most High, going back to the garden, place of pleasure. But Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 28. Wherefore we receiving the kingdom which cannot be moved. Let us have grace, whereby we serve Yahweh acceptably with reverence and godly fear. So yeah, and that lines up back with Psalms 2. I didn't even think about that. Serve him with fear and trembling, man. Then that's how you work out your salvation. Like, but you also serve him with fear and trembling. But also too, it says a kingdom that shouldn't be moved. So let's see. Let's go verse 10 in this same Psalms 46. Be still, know that I am Yahweh, and I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. So yeah, it says be still, man. So be still. Because that's going to be like, yeah, man, that's a kingdom that can't be shaken or moved, man. Because I remember KRS One said it, and if you be still but move the mind, man. That's just is what it is. But also, too, man, why is this like a kingdom that can't be moved? Because what? Isn't it the Most High house shot like, a rock? So a rock can't be moved, man. It's indestructible. Because, those that watch go and see that Lord One, the Fantastic Four new movie, or they have seen the ones in the past, or know the comic books, or watch the cartoons, TV show, comic books. If you do, I was watching a real we talked about like a month or so ago, a while back, like, real about the character of the Thing. His real name is Ben Grimm. Like, before they went into space, whatever, in the comic books, like, of course, the whole accident. What was he hit? He was hit with the light, some mediator, not a gamma ray that happened to Hulk, but some ray hit him. But pretty much, if you do research on the Thing, his character is pretty much he's pretty much indestructible, man. And what is he? He's a rock, man. So, and ironically enough, he's an orange rock, man, kind of like the color of this, man. That's pretty much like like light, man, pretty much, man. So, like, yeah, man, that light is indestructible, man. Like, that light rock is indestructible. And Yahushua's a light, and he's a rock. So, like, it's indestructible, can't be moved, man. That's just is what it is, man. So, yeah, man, that's just is what it is. Now I'm just thinking about it. And I think we mentioned this in the past. There's a reason why, like, John the Baptist even said that. This is me. I speak as a man meditating on that. Like, he said, think not in Matthew 3 that, like, we have Abraham, but the Most High, Yahushua could raise up these stones and make a great nation, man. Because what are those stones again? Rocks, man. That goes back to Ezekiel. There will be, like, if I went to another people, they will listen to me, man. So that's is what it is. Pretty much being all this is of a faith in the Most High Yahushua, man. So, yeah, man, that's a kingdom that can't be shaken or moving, man. Like, yeah, man, because the word is gonna be in you, man. Like, it's going to have, like, the Most High Yahushua, like, character traits in you, man. Like, like the man according to his mind, like David, like we mentioned earlier, man. So that means pretty much you had the character traits of the Most High Yahushua, man. Like, they are that tree, man, and they bear that fruit, like, so. of course, like Galatians 5 and you know, and also to Exodus 34:6, Numbers 14:8, Jeremiah 9:24, man. That's just is what it is, man. So, yeah, man. But you know what? Even in Psalms this 49:11, man. Uh, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and the only place is all generations. They call the land by his own name. So yeah, I mean we see this with his kingdoms, whatever nation in the past, and like Esau even now, man. Like but this is but subconsciously they know that their time is up. Their time is not cause it's coming to an end. But this there's pride, man. That's why like it says they exalt himself like an ego and natural tip, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just like going off that, but yeah, man, that's just that's just is what it is, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man. My bad, y'all. Shoot, I wish I could keep going, but I'm a little tired, man. Shoot, yeah, man. So peace.